Alright, so this video will be a little bit different than what I'm usually doing. It will feature a cheat. Yes, it is an actual cheat. You'll have to use a third-party software, which allows you to duplicate CoG tags in Escape. And I want to take this moment to do a shout-out to the BIG PAP, who originally published this glitch, or, well, cheat. And you can find his original video right here, which is in Spanish, so if you're a Spanish guy, you're probably better off watching his video than watching mine. You will find a link to his video in the description. And with that, let's get straight into it, right? So first what you need is a program called SelfishNet. You can find that in Google pretty easily, but you can also find a link to the download of the file in the video description. This tool basically allows you to trick your network into a very low bandwidth, and with that it will cause the server to lag so hard that it doesn't register your inputs anymore, or like very delayed, and therefore you will be allowed to pick up multiple CoG tags before it actually registers on the server. And this will effectively be how you get duplicate CoG tags. Once you unzip the program, the first thing you will have to do is run winpcap 413.exe. You just follow the installation. It is pretty straightforward and it installs the tools that you need to run SelfishNet. Once that's done, you go to this folder, click on this one, and you run this exe file right here as an administrator, which will automatically boot up the program. And once you've done that, you will see this window pop up, which will require you to select the network that you're currently connected to, and it is important that your secondary device, console, or another PC will be on the same network. And once that's done, you just click this button up here and it will show you all the devices that you have connected to your network. You do need a device where you can run the program, and another device, which is usually the console, where you're running the game. This is important because on this program you cannot change the connection on the device where you're running the program. Now here you'll see at the bottom right how the program is constantly open, so you can see what I'm doing. Basically what you do is you just boot up the game normally, you run a hive, and it is different from every guy who is trying to replicate this. You'll have to insert different values, you'll have to play around with the values. In my case, for whatever reason, I had to use the highest possible, and I had to run the program at the very beginning, otherwise I couldn't really pull it off. There's probably better ways that you can do it in the middle of the hive, or like the moment that you arrive to CoG tags, and for whatever reason, in my case, I had to be the client, so I couldn't host the game, I had to be the client who joins the game, and I had to be the one that was picking up the CoG tags for it to be working. The more laggy connection you have, the easier it is going to be to replicate this, and the better you're going to duplicate these CoG tags. In my case, it was really hard to perform this because the connection here in our country naturally is really good, if not the best in entire Europe. So it was really hard to pull this off, and I really had to play around with these values here with this program, and I still couldn't make it consistent for whatever reason. But basically just the worse your connection is, the better. And from here on it's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is pick up the tag, pick up the tag, pick up the tag, pick up the tag. Unfortunately in my case I could really only do this once per tag, but you will see right after a video from the BIG PAP where you can see that he was able to pick up a total of 25 tags, which is absolutely insane. Oh yeah, and if my video looked pretty slow, that is because I slowed it down initially. It's not really lag, and the frame drops that you see there, that's caused by the capture card.